Going.
Morning. And yes, she's leaving me driving. Oh, holy shitballs.
It's practice before we get on the motorway and I take over again.
It's death to everybody involved. Here we go, guys. And we've got my nice street to try and get down. I'm not going to get Ruth to show you because there'll be...
Handbrake's not all the way down.
Thank you. Oh my god, you're right.
It goes all the way down.
Round.
So this is the lovely Ali's road.
This is one way of doing it. It's the only thing I'm a bit shitty at getting used to is how responsive the brakes are.
Very.
And how much I don't want to brake the van.
Please don't break the van.
And she's getting me. Oh, she's getting. That's. I'm not
Yeah,
used
you've
to
got
that
to change
either.
gear very quickly. Doesn't like first. Hates
Oh, that's
it.
fine. Mine doesn't like first either.
I think it's a diesel thing.
You can tell I'm nervous because I go quiet and I'll just be like. Yeah. So basically, do you want to tell them what we've done?
Hi guys. So
The plan.
we are going to Scotland.
Woo-woo.
We have hired a camper van. I don't know if you can see behind me. A nice little camper van that's very well packed.
Yeah, until we get to the first stop.
So we're off work for 2 weeks. We're going to do the north coast of Scotland, the NC 500 or the Scottish version of Route 66.
Help, God help us all.
Me and Ali are going to share the driving. She's doing the first important trip to McDonald's
Oh yes.
for breakfast because it needs to be done.
It is quite a nice drive.
It is a nice drive, I wasn't lying.
Yeah. It's not used to when
So-
it's stick, isn't
Yeah, it's weird. So we're going to McDonald's and then we're going to eat breakfast and then swap drivers and then start making our way up. And our first campsite is near Loch Lomond. So if you don't know Scotland, but you at least know Glasgow, it's about an hour and a half above Glasgow and it's the first main loch. So that is where we're staying, so we'll
it? Brace
hopefully,
yourselves. Big speed bump.
we'll vlog all the way through
Oh, that's quite gentle.
and then we'll get there and surprise you that we haven't killed ourselves.
Yes, and I've not come out of second yet. No, I have, honestly. Just kidding there, people.
Not going through the drive-through, go around.
Oh, okay.
I don't fit underneath the drive-through.
How do we not fit under the drive?
We're too tall.
Look. Excuse my language.
So you just need a car park space, love.
I'm going to.
Right, guys, I'm gonna leave us here and let us decide what we're going to eat.
We are now heading towards the motorway to get on there, and then we will be on our way to Loch Lomond.
Yes.
Which is about a 4-hour drive, Ruth tells me.
4
So
hours and 14 minutes.
there you go. So we're going to be doing a couple of service stops. We have started off a lot earlier than we basically got the van a day before. So that we could start off a lot earlier in the morning, take a bit more of a leisurely drive and be able to do the stops on the way without having to worry about getting to the campsite in time, if you know what I mean. But basically me and Ruth mainly Ruth has been planning this for the last year.
Yep.
Say hello, Ruth. Hello. Yeah, so we've basically been planning it for like the last year. She's been doing all the planning, predominantly, and then telling me about it, and then I forget about it.
So it's all surprise for Ali.
Yeah.
She has no idea where she's going. Luckily, we're not going
No.
abroad. She doesn't need to know.
Yeah. The good thing is, I'm really good at, as Ruth will agree, I have no doubt, I'm really good if we get into trouble at the time.
Yes, I talk to people I don't want to talk to.
Exactly. So if we get, lost, I'm the person that goes into a crowded local bar with no problems whatsoever, saying, "Hey up mate, can somebody point me in the right direction?" That's usually kind of the way it goes. Again, sorry about the light and everything, and the bumping. Though I am actually using the tripod.
All I can say is the camper van sat nav is very confused where we are.
Oh, let it be confused. It's having a good time. But basically, it's my birthday on. I've got to sit there and think, do we tell them when my birthday is?
Next week.
Yeah, my birthday's next week. So this is all planned, and it's been Ruth's one of her big birthdays. We won't go into descriptions of people's ages and things.
Nope.
Because we do have a private life.
Yes.
Let's keep reasonably private. So Ruth hit a big birthday, and is still a baby compared to me.
Yes.
And it's one of my birthdays coming up, so we planned this to celebrate her big birthday, which was back in
January.
Yeah. And we are celebrating my birthday by heading up to the Isles of Skye
Yes.
for a couple of days. So that's basically where we're going to be for our birthday celebrations. So very exciting, because this is really our first big attempt at vlogging anything, and it's also our first big journey anywhere. Like, not big journey, but like 2 weeks long.
Yeah. And driving a camper van we've both never done before.
And I mean, Ruth has shown you a little bit. See if I can do this. See, it's not like the most spacious of areas, but we will take you through the camper van thoroughly when we park somewhere, and let you have a look at it. Is it called Wilma?
Yes.
Yeah, she's called Wilma. So we've hired this from a nice company based. It says it's based in Middlewich, but really it's closer to Cranage area in the countryside. So we picked it up yesterday, and they've kitted us out fully, and they give you like a route and everything like that. So you know, they're pretty well set up. Okay guys, so here's Ruth. She's looking a little red and shameful, isn't she? Well, I didn't want the moment to pass where she's just taken me through the itinerary. Would you like to take us back through it, Ruth? Go on. Go on. Show them what you've been up to.
We've got all our campsites in order, and if we've paid or not.
Yep, labelled on the top.
Because I don't want to be scammed.
No.
So we're in order.
Yeah.
Gotta pay. And then I've got places we can visit on the way.
Options are always good.
Some more options.
Oh.
And then I printed off the guidebook how to use a van.
Which, strangely enough, does come in the van. But Ruth likes to be extra careful.
I didn't know that until we picked up the van. It tells us to water disposal.
We do have to give her points because she has shown restraint. Is that the right word?
Restraint, yeah.
Restraint. She has shown restraint. She has not colour coordinated them. She's mortified because I was like, no, I'm sorry, this has definitely got to be filmed. This moment where you were indulging in your perverseness it has to be noted. Right, we're going to go. We were actually had to stop off at the services.
Oh. All the postcodes. I did do that though.
Very good.
Forgot I did that.
We just stopped off at the first services. So where are we? About
Lancaster.
Lancaster. Right, so we're about an hour and a half in?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ruth, say goodbye.
Bye.
See you in a bit, guys. Should be. Ruth is praising me for my tripod action.
Ooh, service station in 3 miles. Yes.
Okay, she's got different goals than me. Alright, must be telling you. No more praise for you. Just get us to the service station. Oh dear. We broke out of the sunglasses. Anybody ever feel like when they've been in the car for a while they get very greasy? I always feel quite grubby when I get out. Yeah, you know, like your skin feels because it's like warm. Yeah. Right, so we're officially in Scotland. We passed that sign a while ago, and I have got footage of pine trees and pretty things. And luckily, well, I say luckily, my luck is every time I try and film something, this hill follows me and blocks me, and I'm like, bastard. Oh yes, it's the adult channel, by the way. I'm going to swear as much as I like, especially as I go into Scotland, because somehow that feels more traditional. Uh-oh. It's alright, you're just looking confused, did you see?
read the sign.
Yeah, I'm seeing dyslexic problems. That's what we all look like when we're trying to read it. It's like, it'll be fine. But yeah, let's turn you around a little bit here. See? Before, it's nice flat lands. Every time I turn the camera around, it turns into this. Oh, hang on. No, we've got a little bit. The sheep. It's gone again. So unfortunately, you get to look at my nice pinkish face for the time being, and then I inflict Ruth upon you as well. While she's driving. She loves me for this. But we're just going to do a service stop because there has been a bit of a gap between them. We're making very good time though. What about an hour or two left? She's concentrating. Plus I saw buzzards, so I got very easily distracted then as well.
Oh, is it a buzzard?
Yeah, over by that way. Ah. Right in the humorous bastard. I found it. Okay, she's hunting for services. Ruth needs a break. And apparently food. What time we are? About lunchtime now, aren't we?
11:30.
11:30, so we're a bit
But
early.
we did start early.
Yeah. I don't suppose it matters. I'm just rambling on now. Just wondering if she's going to repeat it so you can see what she just did. She does an Ace Ventura impression. Yeah. That didn't look right either. It's like just got the top half of you doing that.
I have a car.
Oh, I'm going to turn off now.
So now it's Ali's turn. She's driving on the motorway.
Trying not to kill myself or anybody else.
I'm very proud of her. As Ali's not the biggest motorway driver normally. And she's not driven this van much, as you saw her first thing this morning. Her first time driving this van.
Yeah. Let's go into the deep end.
But we've just stopped off for some nice Chinese for lunch.
Yeah.
Very good. Stretched our legs. Bit of sun, because it's still sunny in Scotland. For now. So yeah, so Ali's now the steering wheel. I'm so proud of her. She's not killed me yet.
We have only just left the city, by the way. Just left it.
It's fine, she's got 35 miles before she has to do anything now. She's just got to drive and not hit anything. She's doing it. So you enjoy my bad camera skills.
Yes, you get Ruth's bad camera skills and so do my bad camera skills.
But mine shouldn't technically be bad.
Yes, she is the photographer out of the two of us.
I do have a degree. I just don't use it. But okay. Leave it here for now. Might get some more views. Let's see how we get on. See you soon. Ali survived Glasgow driving.
We're not out of it yet. She's trying to convince me. There's way too many cars.
See, it says Loch Lomond on the side. She did very well, though a bit scary. She screamed very quietly.
Yes. To another roundabout. For a bit of background information. I am a nervous driver, shall we say? I say that. I'm actually quite confident when it comes to like off-piste driving. So I said to Ruth when we do this, I'm a little bit nervous about motorways because I don't have much experience, but I said highlands and all that sort of stuff, let me handle it, it's fine. Into city driving, no good at that because I can't read the signs in time on my own and I'm trying to keep an eye on everything that's going on the road, so it gets way too scary. Not to say that I can't do it, but if I didn't have Ruth in the car right now, I'd be very lost round Glasgow. But yes.
She wouldn't be screaming quietly then.
Yeah, so I basically off offered to drive for some random reason at the last length, and neither of us sat there and thought that we'd actually be going through Glasgow. We thought we'd be going round Glasgow, and it took us through Glasgow. So that was lovely. I feel enriched.
She's gonna have a good gin when we pack stop. Then
Just
we
hand me the bottle.
Thought about handing the straw though. Haven't got straws.
Sod the straw.
Go, go, go.
Sod the ice, the straw, the glass. Just give me the bottle. So hopefully we're just on our way out of it now.
Yeah, we're out. We're nearly at Loch Lomond. We're nearly there.
Whichever you want to say.
So behind Ali's head is Loch Lomond.
It is, and as per usual, there was like a really nice view of it, but the moment that you try and film,
And we didn't have a camera up.
at least it wasn't the hill.
No, it was just...
The hill of all hills. Okay, so hopefully I'm in shot there. Probably not great, but so we said we'd show you the van. So we're here at Loch Lomond and we're going to show you the van. So say hello to Wilma. And obviously this is where we hired her from. So if you need the information you can go for it. And this is Wilma. Let's just take you out a bit. There we go. Ruth's just checking her out. We've just popped the top. So there is a bed up there, like a mattress set up, and we're just going to find out whether we're going to use it for storage or whether I'm going up into the top section, or whether me and Ruth will end up sharing the flattened out bed that comes from the sofa. But yeah, there she is. So Ruth's just fanning around inside. We've got blackout windows, so that's pretty good. And we are just hooked up, or we've attempted to hook up to the mains, so hopefully that does work. And here we are. Let's go and bring you in for a bit. And there's Loch Lomond, literally right on the doorstep. So if you can hear any of this, the audio might be really. So the audio might be a bit wonky because we are near water. So hopefully you can hear everything. Trying to keep people's number plates out of the way. We have got here just before 2 and it's checkout tomorrow at about 11. So let's zoom you out so you can have a look at this. Oh, look at Wilma's insides, her internals. So obviously bedding. There is a seat under there and it folds down to a bed. You've got underside storage here. And then your, is it water and everything where you hook up for that under
water,
here?
gas and cleaning supplies.
We've got a little fridge and there's a tiny little freezer in the top of the fridge. We have, I'm going to go in here and I can actually stand up because once you've got the bed at the top up, which Ruth has pushed it up, you can actually stand in here, which is pretty impressive really. And you can unzip all of these side pockets. So in order for you to make it a bed later on, this probably looks really obvious, but there is this panel here and you just pull it down and it will make another layer. This is all of our junk at the minute, which we've got to try and get out and see how we're going to put it together. It does come with an awning, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm going to put up this.
Yeah, so it comes with a table, an awning, a couple of chairs if you require them. They've also given us a porta potty just in case, but you can request that. It's freebie, but you can request it if you need it. These two chairs, these sofa chairs here, unhook. So this one will unhook from down here and we'll pull it down. And then you go round to the back and you unhook the back one along here and you unclip it and pull it down, and then that makes your mattress. There is storage space underneath as well. Then when I've got my thumb stuck in the keys, Ruth. See. I do. So here we have our sink, and Ruth has stored the cups and saucers in the little mini water jug or kettle. It looks like a water jug more, like a water jug. Tea kettle, there we go. We've got our ports for charging our phones and things. We've got light switches here and here. And then if you lift the other one, we've got the hobs. There is also, they will send you out with some cups and things and your tea bags and everything up here. Cutlery I think was down here. Yeah, so everything's like a press situation going on. And then just press it back in. Here he was describing to us how to swivel the chair around. So Ruth's in the gutter of the chair at the minute at the front. But you have these 3 knobs at the back. And you need to twizzle those. And then you go into the seat. So let's see what Ruth's doing. Hello Ruth. So you go into the seat and untwist them, and then we can turn physically the chair around. And the idea is if you're using the upstairs, there's some excess bits and bobs like the window cover, blackout cover, hammer, essentials, that sort of thing. And there's the outdoor stove, isn't it?
Yeah.
In here as well. So when you actually have the bed, this top section for the bed set up, if I remember rightly, we swivel the chairs round. Your best way of getting into it is you swivel your chair round here, and then you get up on top of this. Now, me being a bit of a short arse, I'm going to probably put my foot on here as well, and then you shimmy up the hole into the top. and then you're away into the bed. And then it has all like its zip windows and stuff like that. And there's a big one at the front there. So it would be pretty cool for both me and Ruth to sit up there and watch the sunset. It's very romantic, Ruth.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Right, well,
Where's the boyfriend?
I know. We didn't do well on this. We'll have a romantic moment with Gin. But that's basically the inside of the vehicle at the moment. So we're going to stop for a second.
Wrists.
Hang on a second. Hopefully you've got both of them in there. We're going to stop here for a minute because Ruth needs a hand. And then we'll show you everything when it's set up. Yeah? Okay. Bye. Guys, we are now setting up to cook. Ruth is setting up the hot. I've got you on the cord, so it's just standing racing. We have mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms. We've got some chipolatas. You have to say it like that, really. Some unsmoked streaky bacon. And just below here is some eggs, but I'm not going to lift the box because we are limited on room. So whilst Ruth is...
I'm going to do it on the table.
Do you want to sit here?
You can do if you want.
So Ruth's setting me up with a chopping board. I'm going to do the cutting and stuff, and she's going to set up the grill.
It's finding where we hid everything.
Yeah.
As I did this late last night when it was dark.
Do you want one tomato?
Can do.
Or do you want one between?
I don't mind.
Let's do one each because
yeah. Right, let's work out to turn the gas on. Right.
she's now under the cupboard just so you can hear her. You'll see her head in a second. Yeah. Do you want the light on?
Bottom one. Bottom one.
This is scary, isn't it? We'll see if we don't set everything on. Do you want me to take it out?
Well, make sure it lights first.
We have ignition.
Big one first. No, 2 pounds. Start with one.
Do you want bacon and sausage?
Yeah. I love that kneeling. Even though
See, it's Neil cooking. You can't see your face, but you can see your arm.
I don't know why I'm kneeling. Why am I kneeling? But look at this. Oh, that's very cold in there.
There's still a little on the frozen edge, but we can. Yeah, I'm going for the list.
I'll turn that in the fridge.
Now, are we cooking more than less?
Yeah.
So how many have you got?
4, 2 for tonight and 2 for tomorrow.
coming to the end of making our first meal. I've done a time lapse for you so it's a bit quicker, but we had to change the gas over in the middle because it's the first time we've cooked with it and it must have been on the way out. So we've changed it over because they've given us a spare canister. So we're just finishing off the eggs, which are underneath the pan here, and then it will be added to our yum-yums. And we've done some extra sausages for food tomorrow as well, sandwiches and stuff like that. So we're going to go stuff ourselves, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see you later.